yesterday a video actually hit the social media space and has been trending since then. Well, according to the gist, an APC local government chairman somewhere in the north, he actually sold some palliatives that was meant for the community. Therefore, the youth in that community captured him, tied him to a tree, and gave him the beating of his life. All right. So this video, I'm not showing it to promote violence. All right. It's just for it to give context to what we're going to. Why am I laughing? Okay. So, let's go and see that video. We'll be back. Once again, we distance ourselves from every form of violence.
I thought you said you keep a straight face.
It's so hard for me to stop laughing at this point. But anyways, gentlemen, since yesterday, that I saw this video, I just can't stop laughing.
I mean, this is I'm shocked. I'm shocked, but funny as it is because of his reactions, I think the first thing that crossed my mind, as an activist and, and all of that is jungle justice is not the way. It's not the way. But having said that, it's very difficult given our current realities, the realities surrounding our political office holders, not to feel a certain sense of, you are suppressing the joy. You are suppressing the joy at seeing people met out some very quick justice to somebody who has actually done what we know happens all over the country and that does so much damage. With the level of poverty that we have, it is such a shame that somebody who is already in a privileged position, eating off the public purse, will then take something that is meant for the people who are suffering, who are, undergoing tremendous hardship, and then, appropriate it to himself. It's terrible. So I think I can excuse those guys, for deciding to take the law into their own hands, but it's not something to be promoted. I think it would have been better. You see the problem here, as you're trying to run the commentary and you know the right thing to do, then you remember the reality and you realize that, okay, if they take that guy and they take him to the police, which is what they should do, we've discovered that this guy he did an illegal thing. He took things that were meant for the public, sold it, and ate the money. So we'll take him to the police or to EFCC. They know, because they're also a part of the system, that he will just tip off somebody somewhere and he will walk home. So they've decided that they don't have confidence in the justice system and they've decided to get that satisfaction. Even if at the end of the day nothing more happens, they will be happy that, this guy got some sort of immediate justice and he got shamed in the public eye, which hopefully will be a deterrent to others. But having said all that, I still maintain that I do not support jungle justice. I think people should, yes, in any form. I think, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Shufito. Mr. Adegbenro?
You see, in our cultural way, I won't forget when I was growing up, where a particular uncle, don't let me mention his name, beat his wife in Lagos here. And it was reported. I remember that it was during the Idi Kabir celebration we had in Abeokuta. As a small kid then, I witnessed how my uncle was beaten seriously. They reported at home that he always beat his wife. They did not even tell him anything. We finished the ram. The second day, where we normally have our own family kakos celebration. So they now call him. We were told that you normally beat your wife. From who did you see that kind of behavior? Because he said whatever, they've signaled to all the younger brother, elder brother, they've had cane. They put him on flour, put water on him. Even his wife was also crying. I witnessed it and he was beaten thoroughly. Thoroughly. So where I'm going is this. As much as jungle justice is not fear, it's not because of what he has done, but it's not fear to humanity. You didn't go according to the law, and I'm a proponent of rule of law. But if you look at it from another perspective, who are the laws? The people. But one thing there is that putting the law into your hands is another thing. If you are a council chairman and the palliative meant for your for community, you now sold it. So one thing there is that I give kudos to them for apprehending him. But I would have loved a situation where he would have been removed from the office and he would have been prosecuted. That one will have been, because for instance, beating is after that, before you know it, he will go to police and he says some people harass him.
They will arrest those ones.
They will arrest those ones, charge them to court. So one thing that is there is this. I pray our politicians are going to see lessons from this. Whoever the security operatives following you today, they cannot outnumber the number of people you serve. And you believe that you are serving people. Without people, you won't be where you are. So it's very, very important, whatever that is meant for them, especially during this particular period that people need foodstuff. I always say the best way you can give people gifts during this particular period is either you give money for that person to buy food, or you give food and you put money on top of it. That is the only best gift. Yeah, ampa or whatever cannot do anything at this particular period. People really wants to eat. Give people food stuff. Give them money to buy something to cook it. And when palliative is being sent to your local government, you are now still selling it. But one thing there is this: when you are also scolding the politicians, you have to scold our people too. One of the ways there is this: when you have the opportunity to vote for a very good local government chairman in that particular place, because that person did not have money to give you, you fail to vote for that person, but you vote for somebody that will sell your palliative now. Good for you.
Thank you, gentlemen. You know, well, I chose to see the comic side of that video. You know, like you can imagine your local government chairman
being lashed,
giving that kind of treatment.
Crying like a baby.
And then again, what sort of a local government chairman are you, though? You know, that you take palliative
Agbalọ́wọ́ Mary
community and you sold it. No, think about it for a minute. Like you rightly said, you're already in a privileged position where you can even, you know, take half of the palliative for yourself and nobody will really question you. But then you selling off the palliative meant for your people, the people whom you represent.
It happens in Kano too.
I don't know why.
We are from another state. They brought all the packed to Sabongeri to come and sell. People saw the tag. They arrested them before they took it from another state to palliative of another state. They took it to Kano, but those ones they handed over to the police. They were prosecuted and they returned those palliative down back to that state.
Exactly. All right.